大家好，欢迎收听双语跨步走。这是一个由教师专业精进社群所制作的 podcast。我们希望可以透过这个节目记录我们自己的社群，乃至于台湾各地第一线双语教师的教学故事。Okay, hi, I'm Ann.
Hi, I'm Howard.
Okay, we have a special guest today. It's Michael. He's our school foreign teacher. So welcome, Michael.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Can you say hello to everyone?
Hello to anyone listening. My name is Michael, of course, and I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, welcome to our podcast. We are really happy to have you with us today. Actually, this is our first time to have an interview completely in English. So I'm very nervous now.
Now
I will be quiet. I will be quiet now.
And when this idea came to my mind, I just told my colleagues Howard and the other one, and they said, "Are you sure you want to interview with Michael?" And they said, "You are so brave." But I think it's not just a compliment, because I think they were also curious about how I would handle the challenge. So that's why. But Irene is not here now. But Irene says she's really interested in it. So, but I believe it's a very valuable step for growth and learning. So, and before we start today's interview, I just want to briefly introduce Michael. He teaches English classes and co-teaches health education classes with Irene, and also leads a teacher's conversation class. So he teaches students and also teach teachers. And most importantly, he teaches our special education class. So let's jump right into our conversation.
Okay.
Okay, so first question is, what made you decide to come to Taiwan to teach?
That's a very big question. Well, my professor when I was in university,
Yes.
He was my inspiration for becoming a teacher. And he taught in Japan in the 90s. And he always told me how important it was for him as a teacher to teach overseas. It gave him new insight into how to teach other students, how other cultures teach students.
Yes.
And I wanted a similar experience for myself. And I heard Taiwan's education system was very good. So
Really?
it was of course.
Yeah.
And also, the culture outside of the school is very friendly.
Yes.
So I thought it would be a perfect place to go for a little while to become a better teacher.
Oh, very interesting. So because we're just curious about why China, why not China? Taiwan?
Why not China? For cultural reasons, I think as a Westerner, as an American, coming to Taiwan is easier for me. I don't feel like too out of place when I go to a store or outside of school. It's very casual, it's very relaxing. I don't feel anyone stare at me like, oh, look, an American or anything like that. So for me, the Taiwanese have been very friendly and accommodating, so it's very easy to live here.
We are happy to hear this.
Thank you.
So can you briefly introduce your teaching background in the U.S.?
Yes. So, unlike probably most foreign teachers, I taught special education before I came to Taiwan.
Yes.
And what that means is I work with students with intellectual disabilities. So they have a very low IQ.
Yes.
Not just a learning disability, but an intellectual. So they have their brain, it makes them very hard to learn. It's not just like ADHD or autism. Their IQ is much lower than a typical normal student.
Yes.
So they require a lot more assistance.
Yeah. You told us before in the conversation class. You taught them how to read, how to write,
Yep.
and how to sell the coffee or the cake or something?
So because I teach students with intellectual disabilities, my job is not just academic. I have to teach them life skills.
Yes.
So I will teach them how to write their name. I can also teach them to read, but sometimes I might have to teach them how to tie their shoe or sometimes how to brush their teeth. because these students, they need help in every area of life. So that's my job, is when they're at school, I teach them both academics and
The life skill.
and the life skills. That's right.
So when you teach special education in Taiwan, do you follow the standard English textbook, or do you plan your own lessons or provide different materials?
They have a textbook, but I don't really use it.
Yes.
I have a guideline that was given to me by the school, and then I think of my own activities that the students will enjoy. So, like, if I need to teach them about SDGs,
Yes.
I'll try to think of a way to make that fun for the students.
Oh, so did you cooperate with the other English teacher in the resource class?
In the resource class?
Yes.
Yes, I did teach with the co-teacher in the resource class, and specifically when I first came in there to teach with her, I tried to teach the textbook with her, and that was very difficult.
Why?
Because the students in the resource classes,
They can understand, right?
their English is very, very low,
Yes.
very basic.
Yeah.
So after a few times of teaching the class, I thought to myself,
You need to change.
yes, if I want to help the students, if I want to help the co-teacher, then me trying to teach the textbook is not going to work. So
after you change your way, so what has been the students' response to your class?
much better. Well, they enjoyed me coming into the classroom, I think simply because it was a new experience for them.
Yes.
I was told they never had a foreign English teacher teach them before, because
Yeah,
they're always
exactly.
taken to the resource room.
Yes.
So for them, it was something new, something fun. But I think over time, they kind of became a little bored when they realized, like, oh, it's not.
It's not fresh now.
Yeah. So when we switched to more fun activities for the students, they responded a lot better. They were more excited for class.
Do they need the co-teacher's help to translate your materials or your contents or your instructional language?
Definitely. Something I try to do is make my materials as accessible as possible without like having Chinese translations. For example, if I have like an English word on a piece of paper, I'll try to put like a picture symbol below it that like represents what that English word is. So that way the students get a general idea of like what they're looking at, but you can't do that 100% with everything. So there needs to be the co-teacher in there to help translate, and also it helps to have two teachers in there anyway.
Yes.
Because
So you have 3 teachers in the same class?
just me and another
Yeah.
local teacher.
Okay.
But when you're dealing with students with special needs, even though the class is very small,
Yes.
they need a lot more help. So it's good to have just another teacher in there to help.
Okay. So do you think it's easier than you teach the special education in the U.S.?
Do I think teaching special education in Taiwan is easier than the U.S.?
Yeah.
For me,
Yes.
Because the type of student I am teaching in Taiwan, it's different. In the U.S., like I said, they have an intellectual
Yes.
disability, but the students here that I teach,
It's just a resource class.
it's just a resource class. So maybe they have a disability like ADHD or
Yes.
autism, but they can still focus and learn without too much help. So for me, the students I'm dealing with in Taiwan, they need less help than those that I taught back in America.
Oh, okay. Do you still teach the resources classes this semesters?
Recently, about a week or two ago, my schedule was switched. Originally, I taught only 8th graders, but one of the other foreign teachers he left
Yes.
over winter break.
Yeah.
So now I have his schedule. So unfortunately, I do not teach the resource class right now. But in the future, I would like to teach it again because I prefer the smaller class sizes. For me, it's more natural to teach that way.
Yeah, you don't need to say shut up again.
I don't say shut up. I don't say that.
Okay, in bilingual health education classes, how do you usually share roles with Irene, your local teacher? And since you are not a health education specialist?
Yes, that's a good point. I did not go to school for health education.
Yeah.
It's not my specialty. So there's a lot of vocabulary, both in English and Chinese,
Yes.
that Irene...
Terms, the professional terms, yeah.
Irene probably knows certain English words that I don't even know because she's the health education expert. So typically, I'll let Irene explain all of the information that the students need to know. And then if she wants me to ask a more general question or engage with the students in a different way, like start an activity with them, I'll do that part. But all of the health education vocabulary, all of those terms,
The definition, the terms, Irene will explain this.
she'll explain that in Chinese, and she might even explain a little bit in English too, simply because she's the one who knows all that stuff. I'm more there to just provide a little bit of extra
Activities.
English exposure. Yeah, so I'll maybe handle some of the activities.
She likes to cooperate with you. Yeah, she told us.
I like to cooperate with her. She's a great teacher. The students, they love her. You can
Very
tell.
engaging in the class.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's good. So, do you think how do the students respond to this kind of bilingual co-teaching? Because you are not only cooperate with Irene and also the other teachers. So, how do you think the response of the students?
In health class specifically or any class?
Health education first.
Health education. I think the students, I think they respond well to it. They understand that the dynamic of the class, the way it is Irene is more of the head teacher. She teaches like 70% of the class, and then maybe I'll teach like 30% of the class. So if they have questions, they normally ask Irene first.
Yes.
And I'm more there as like an assistant to make sure that they're doing their work or, not goofing off or doing something silly during class. But they understand the
content.
They understand.
And I really enjoy it.
Yeah, that's my favorite part about Irene's classes is that it's not just a lecture. She always has activities, and the students, they always find the class very fun.
She said you are very good at asking questions.
If she says so.
Yeah, she said that. And she said you are very good at design the activities for students.
That's something I've kind of gotten when I was even working in America. When you teach special education, you need to make sure you use language the students can understand. So even though I don't teach only special education here in Taiwan, I try to make sure when I speak English, I don't use too much advanced language. So I make sure that the students can understand me.
Yeah, I think it's a very important thing, especially in the bilingual classes. And what do you think are the key elements of successful co-teaching?
The most important thing, I think, is the teaching philosophy that the teachers, the local Taiwanese teacher and the foreign teacher, they agree on what the class should be about. So for Irene and I think we both understand that this is not an English class. It is a health education class first. And that the best way for the students to learn is by doing these fun activities. So when we both understand that, we we don't feel like we have to force a certain way to teach. For example, sometimes she teaches like 90% in Chinese.
Yeah.
That's okay for me. I understand this is not English class. This is for them to understand health.
I just want to share my thoughts. But Michael is a very curious teacher. He always eager to learn and ask us many questions about Taiwan's culture and education. And I think he really wants to understand the difference between Taiwan and the U.S. So I want to share a funny story from our teacher conversation class. Michael mentioned some mischievous boys in his class, and so we taught him how to say "shut up" in Chinese, 就闭嘴啊这样。But I think shut up in English is kind of quite harsh. But in Chinese, it's very commonly used when dealing with teenagers. So we had a good laugh imagining him trying it. Did you try it?
No, I have not tried it. I can try it now, but I don't know if I will get it right.
Okay. And Michael is also very open-minded, so I know he's more introverted, but he generously agreed to do this interview. And I was quite surprised of this. And I think it shows part of his character. And he's willing to try new things. I believe this also influences his teaching style. So how would you describe your teaching approach when encourage students to speak English?
My teaching approach. I have a student-first approach. So if the student does not understand something, I don't say, oh, that student is stupid. No, I say, like, the teacher, I need to make sure I change the lesson.
Yeah.
So I always try to make sure that the lesson is fun and engaging for the students. If I see students doing something else or bored in class, I think I failed as a teacher making that lesson. So I always try to promote English speaking in the class by making sure that the students are just having fun first.
Yeah, it's good. And you have an open class in next
week.
Next Wednesday.
Oh, don't remind me. Yes.
Will you be nervous?
I'm a little nervous, but it's actually my second open class this year.
Yeah.
We will go there. Yeah. And you also teach English to teachers. So what do you think the challenge do you observe Taiwanese teachers facing when using English in teaching or in daily conversation?
I don't know if I really teach English to the teachers. I'm more...
Yes, you did.
I more just kind of talk to you guys, but I would say the teachers I've talked to, their English is actually very good, but then they feel like they don't have good English skills. So I would say actually the biggest thing I should note is I think the Taiwanese teachers should have more confidence when speaking English. I've had very long conversations with teachers, and then at the end they say, but I can't speak English. And I'm like, how can you not speak English when we spoke for an hour?
Yeah.
So just be more confident.
I have to admit I feel nervous because this interview is we need to speak only in English. And if someone listens and think my English isn't ideal since I'm a bilingual teacher, so I know there might be some criticism, but you encourage us.
Yes, just like how you encourage the students to speak even when they are shy, I would say just speak as much English as possible even when you are an adult, a teacher, because it's always going to help you improve. And I think most of the teachers, their English is very good.
Thank you. It's meaningful. Yeah. Is there any teaching moment that was especially meaningful or memorable for you? It can be a bad thing. It's okay.
I will try to pick a good memory instead. When I taught special education, some of the students, they could not speak, so they have like a iPad they use to...
You write it or just...
They press a button on the iPad and it helps them speak.
Yes.
So a memory I have is when I was in university, when I was trying to become a teacher, I helped a student learn how to use the iPad to talk. He was an 8th grader. So for me, it was a very important moment that a 14-year-old boy kind of learned how to communicate, how to talk.
Yeah.
So that was an emotional moment for me. I was like, oh, I actually taught someone
Really?
something very important. Yes.
Yeah. But in Taiwan, also have some memorables.
Moments. Memorable moment.
I thought many kids like to talk to you.
Yeah, a memorable moment. My first day, everyone said I look like Justin Bieber, but I don't agree. But it sticks out in my memory.
So, how do you view the current development of bilingual education in Taiwan?
I actually think it's very good. For example, if you go to Japan or Korea, not many people there can actually speak English very well. But in Taiwan, even outside of the school, you can talk to many people in English. Maybe they don't know a lot, but you can still get around using English. I try to use like a little bit of Chinese, but my point is I think the English curriculum in Taiwan is better than the other Asian countries. Yes. So I would say it's actually doing pretty good.
Wow. Do you have anything you want to ask? No?
I mean, think about it. We're having this conversation here, fully in English, and I know Howard doesn't want to speak, but his English is also very good.
Yeah, Howard,
So-
you can ask some questions.
But I can follow you.
I think the Taiwanese English program, I think it's actually doing pretty good. I think the students, as they go through school, I think they slowly learn more and more English, and then when they're an adult, they can hold conversation. So I think it does what it needs to do.
Yeah, I'm really glad to hear that.
Oh, did I talk too much? Did I talk too fast?
No.
Okay.
It's good. It's really good.
But you prepare so lot of question.
Yeah.
But it's not important, right?
No, I just asked a lot of questions on it.
Really?
Or share the real feeling in our school.
Do you want to stay in our school?
If I was
It's too direct the question. Is it too
no. I will answer the question.
Okay.
Yeah.
When I worked in America, to be honest, I loved the students, but I hated the school I worked at
Why?
because
They didn't support you?
I was not supported. I was working alone, and the other special education teachers, when they had work, they would make me do it. So I was very sad working at that school.
It's not a good environment.
It was not a good work environment. But here, I feel very supported by the other teachers, by the administration, the students. They seem to like me, at least
Yeah, yes.
some of them.
They really like you.
So I love the school. It's more a personal decision of, do I want to spend more time living in Taiwan as a foreigner? And that's a hard decision to make. But the school is wonderful. I love the school.
Did you plan to how long you will stay abroad? Stay abroad?
Before I moved, I was thinking just 1 year.
Just 1 year.
But I did not, to be honest, I did not expect to enjoy teaching abroad very much. But it's actually been more enjoyable than I thought it would be. So now I'm thinking maybe a second year. But I don't know yet. I have to really think about it.
Okay. It's good to hear that.
Yes. It's been surprising in a good way.
Yeah. And I think the students and also the teacher Jan and Irene, they all say they like to work with you.
I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah, they like to work with you.
When I was in America, I don't think the teachers I worked with would say that.
Why?
I was not a bad teacher. It's just I was always working alone, that's all. So I feel like I didn't talk to anyone the entire school year I was working in America.
Do everything by yourself.
I had to do everything by myself.
Yeah, it's really lonely.
It was very lonely. The classroom I was in, it had no windows. I did not talk to anyone.
window.
It was so lonely.
Jeffrey, 有想要说什么？
I think about one question.
Okay, you can come here.
The most inconvenient thing in Taiwan.
The most what?
Inconvenient
Inconvenient.
thing in Taiwan.
Oh, it's just because I don't speak Mandarin. You know, I don't speak the local language.
Mm-hmm.
It is kind of funny that my job is to teach English,
Yes.
but personally, I'm not a great Mandarin Chinese student. I don't speak the local language very well.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, Taiwan is a great place to live in. It's just as an American, it's hard for me to learn a new language.
I practice a lot with ChatGPT about this interview.
Practice.
Yeah, practice. I say, ChatGPT, now you are Michael.
Okay.
And I would like you to answer my question and give me the refined version of my question and my feedback.
And how did ChatGPT do?
He did well, and he gave me many suggestions. So I have 4 different versions of my script.
I am not that difficult to talk to.
But just because it's completely in English, it's our first time.
I understand.
Yeah, I think it's the last time.
Sorry. I hope it was not too stressful.
No. Just because we all want to. I just want to step out my comfort zone.
Okay, understandable.
So I just give me this kind of the big challenge to face.
I think you did good. It was enjoyable for me.
I really enjoy this conversation.
I did too. I don't get to talk about special education stuff often, so for me it was very fun.
Okay, we really enjoy today and really enjoy this conversation too. So, do you have anything want to talk more?
Maybe we can meet. We'll meet every month. Invite Michael.
Are you sure?
Then you.
So we can change the host. Next time will be Howard.
I look forward to it.
We can change the topic. We don't need to talk about the education. You can talk about the things you like.
Does that sound good, Howard?
Let me think about it.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Michael. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Thank you guys. Bye bye.
欢迎大家订阅、分享，给我们5星好评哦！
如果有任何问题，也欢迎可以留言给我们哦。拜拜。
拜拜。